Have you ever watched a big-budget Hollywood movie and wonder, would I ever be able to do that? Well, things are often not as difficult to master as you may think. This video will show you some of the secrets to increase the visual and dramatic impacts of your shots. So watch this video, shoot like a pro. Hey! I don't mean that type of shooting. Don't go away. You learn how to add exciting sequences that will make your home movies come alive. If you have to shoot a scene with your actors standing in front of a rather uninteresting background, like it is here, you can use the wall ripples effect. This is one of the techniques that are not immediately obvious, and it does have a subliminal effect on the audience. Projecting ripples on the wall not only jazz up the dark background, it also adds a realistic effect of the actor appearing next to a swimming pool. If the ripples are projected on a rough wall, it can create an underground cave effect. To do this, you simply shine a light on the water surface. By angling the beam of light differently or varying the distance of the light, you can create different results like wider or blurry ripples. Sometimes you may want the light ripples to spread over your actor as well as the wall in the background. Then you will have to have your actor standing in front of the pool of water. To achieve the best effect, use a rounded child's inflatable paddling pool and choose a white color wall. However, as amateurs, we can only make the best of what we have available. Where can I find a white color and rough-looking wall? The intruder is going over someone's possession. He hears someone coming. He hides behind the door. There's not much suspense for the audience. Now, we use multiple direction technique. After the door is open, only then is the intruder revealed in the wall mirror, creeping up on our hero. Refraction is used here to reveal something unexpected to our audience. Without a single cut, you have surprised and frightened them. Candlelight is one of the most atmospheric lighting effects in the movies. However, the lights from one or more candles is far too dark or too grainy on screen. You should set the light so that the bulb is at the same height as the candle and pointing directly towards the wall behind. Now, our audience will recognize and accept the effect, and it is far better than using actual lights from a candle. Get your assistant to shake the light by hand gently, and another one to fan the flame. Those movements have created the illusion of a flickering candlelight. How can you show two great scenes of faces without moving the camera? It is done by shifting the focus from the foreground to the background or vice versa. This is called pull focus, and it is one of the most popular effects in film. Our small amateur video camera is not the right tool for this effect. We should have borrowed a large professional camera, and the results will be much pronounced. Sometimes there is so much to show in a scene that to keep cutting from character to character would be too jarring. The solution is to let the camera flow with the action. Here, to show the same things, we have one smooth take instead of 3 separate cuts. This is an amateurish shot of someone walking from left to right, has a pause in the middle before walking away. Handing off is a technique that is used to maintain a sense of dynamism in a shot. With this technique, the actor and the camera takes turn to move. When the actor is walking, the camera stays still. But when the actor is standing still, the camera moves. The sharing of motion gives the scene a subtle sense of movement, but also lets you focus on the dramatic movement when she looks around. With the forward motion, the audience senses that there is something they are supposed to notice, and they will scrutinize her expression closely. Filmmakers sometimes need to create the impression that two disparate places are physically connected, even though in actuality they may be far apart. This technique lets you show both locations at the same time, enhancing the idea that the locations are physically connected. In your software, put the street scene on top of the cafe scene, then add on video effects. From keying heading, select screen key and lower the opacity to about 60%. In the movie world, an object that casts a patterned shadow is called a cookie. Directors had utilized this technique for years as a way to make an ordinary room look special, or to create the illusion of a location. Household objects such as Venetian blinds or cardboards with holes cut into it can be used to cast shadow and patterns onto your scene. This technique can also be used to suggest a setting that isn't really there, such as a tree outside a window. By using the cookie, we have given the scene more atmosphere. If you think the face of our actor is a bit too dark, you can add in a fill-in light. Unfortunately, as amateurs, we can usually only afford 2 sets of light. Normally, you use the white balance to make white light look white, but you can also use it to change the appearance of an entire scene. Using a blue card makes the white light turn golden, so that a daylight scene looks more like sunset. Silhouettes are effective because they create a strong sense of contrast, particularly if the silhouette is black against bright colors. Used sparingly, they add drama and visual flair to your work, and they can be easily created.
My 10 minutes is up. It's getting very hot and dangerous here. I have to go. I'm back. I'm okay. Many of the techniques you have seen may look like cheap shortcuts, but never underestimate their power. Exactly the same techniques are used on Hollywood sets. By using some of the techniques in your next production, I'm sure you can create stunning shots that will bring your work up to another level. Thank you for watching.